All right, Miles, let's talk Texas A&M football here for a little bit. This is a program going through kind of a transition this offseason. Of course, they bought in Bobby Petrino, hoping to revamp that kind of stagnant Jimbo Fisher offense. Obviously, a lot of new pieces into the fold, sort of a kind of make or break year, it feels, for Texas A&M. A lot of talent, and that's why a lot of Aggies fans are really interested in seeing who's going to break out. And we found a report about one name in particular Aggies fans should really keep their eye on as spring ball is worked through.
Yeah, Nick, and I think this is going to be a really big offseason for the Aggies. It's going to be important to watch through spring, see how this relationship between Petrino and Fisher works out, see who these players are that are breaking out. But before we get too far and get into the story here, I want to ask the Aggie fans to let us know in the comments below, who would you like to see break out in spring ball this year? Who are you keeping your eye out? Who's the person that you think is going to add the most value to the Texas A&M roster this coming season? Let us know in the comments below. But Nick, we have our own breakout star we have been eyeing. What do we got on that?
Yeah, so this was first reported in USA Today as part of Aggies Wire. So I'm just going to read from the report here, mine. That kind of tells you all you need to know. Texas A&M leaned heavily on a few true freshmen last season as they ended the year on a high note. Now, as the maroon and white enter a critical 2023 season, another true freshman could be on the radar as the next breakout star in college football. According to Josh Prate of 24/7 Sports, the late kick, Aggie fans would be wise to keep an eye on true freshman running back Ruben Owens next season. So a little background on Owens for people who aren't familiar with this talented kid. He's a 5-star running back. He is the second highest ranking signing in the class of 2023 for the Aggies. He was a long time Louisville commit, I believe, but then switched his commitment from Louisville to A&M late in the game and is an early enrollee in January. So he's a true freshman that's already at A&M. He's going to be involved in spring ball. So exciting to see what Owens can do through spring practice, trying to work his way on the starting roster. There's obviously a lot of guys, talented guys at the running back position right now. It's going to be a great battle down the stretch. But I think Owens has a strong chance to get a lot of carries early in the season. And as the season progresses, especially as they get in the meat in the SEC schedule, I'm expecting Owens to really get more and more reps and really get a true chance to show his talent level. His talent level was as high as anybody. 5-star guy, one of the top recruits in all of college football. Miles, give me your thoughts on Owens as a breakout candidate for the Aggies, a true freshman coming into the fold, and just everything with the A&M program right now.
I like this guy, Nick. Owens seems like a really great athlete. Obviously, that's obvious because you see he's got the 5-star ranking, number 3 running back in the country coming out of his class, number 5 player in all of Texas. He's got great size as well, 5'11", 190. You know, he's kind of bigger for a young freshman kid coming into college. I think that he's going to put on more size while he's there through the elite strength and conditioning programs at Texas A&M. But Nick, this guy's also fast. You know, Texas for a state championship contending long jumper. He had ran the 100 meters at sub 11 seconds multiple times in many different track and field meets. So he's got the burners to do everything. He's got the hops to, hurdle anyone that's coming his way, those long jump championships. But he just seems very interesting, like a unique running style as well. He's got that lateral quickness, but also that explosive linearness as far as he can go north to south or east to west very quickly. He can do all of it. So he can juke or he can turn on the burners and blow right past you. And I think having a guy that can do everything really, really well is obviously a very, very good thing. But I think Owens, he just looks like he could be very dangerous this upcoming season for the Aggies. So I'm excited to keep my eye on him in the spring ball period.
Miles, when I first, heard about these reports, and I did some reading up on this kid and watched some of his highlights, there's only one name that jumped out at me. And fans of A&M, being obviously in the state of Texas, will know this guy very well. And that's Ezekiel Elliott, obviously formerly the Ohio State, recently released from the Dallas Cowboys. We'll see where he ends up next. But I think he has that level of talent. This guy's a north-south runner with elite speed, elite athleticism. I mean, he's just an unbelievable playmaker. I don't think he comes in right away and gets a lot of carries just because, like I said before, A&M has a lot of depth at the backfield possession. Of course, A-Chain has moved on to the next level. But I think he's going to be a guy that come late in the SEC schedule, kind of a breakout guy who's going to start to win more and more carries and become a true star in the SEC. And look, let's be honest. You got a guy in Jimbo Fisher here. You got Petrino coming in. These guys are on like a little bit of a short leash, it feels like, where they need to show big results. And the moment Owens has a chance to get his feeling in, they're going to want to give him as many carries as possible because I think this kid is absolutely explosive. This is a guy, when I think it's all said and done, will have the ability to take over games at the SEC level. And to be honest, that's how you're you're going to have to win against the schools like Alabama and LSU. They have a lot of firepower. You need to run the football. You need to dictate the tempo to them. And I think using the running game and a guy like Owens is a perfect way for A&M to do it. I'm just like you, Miles. I didn't know much about this kid, I'm going to be totally honest, for a long period of time. He kind of fell through the cracks on my end. But when I first saw this report and I dug into it a little bit, I am blown away. This guy has all the potential to be a true superstar as an SEC tailback.